Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Lucius. Whoa, I must say his abilities awakening makes him really good. So let's compare him to Cartin and Warrior of Light Bards. If you take a look here, his stats are not that special in my opinion. It is about on par with Cartin and Warrior of Light Bards, but of course Lucius will have much higher stats because he has gotten his ability awakening. Okay, so if you count his latent ability, he has 210% attack boost, and that's insane. And for health, he has 70% health boost, still lower than Cartin, but I think that's okay. But for survivability, I think his fatal damage is kinda mediocre because the chance is only 80%. Yes, I know 80% is high enough, but if you take a look here, you need to have his health above 50%. So I think that's quite high requirement. Okay, and for the rest of the stats, I don't think he has anything special. Maybe only the 100% human killer. So yes, he can deal some insane damage against human. Maybe you can use him against Emperor if you haven't defeated Emperor, okay? Also 50% for Undead and Demon Killer, okay? Nice, I must say it. And his counter is decent, okay? It is Defy Ruination Chaining, but to make it deal serious damage, you need to pair him with Lilith or Cartin, who also counter with Defy Ruination move. Without that, it is just ordinary counter. Okay, another good thing about him is he has 20% physical evasion, so you may want to create him into AoE physical tank if you have Rivera. Okay, but that's all I think. Okay, nothing special anymore from him, but I must say yes, his awakening very good. So if you plan to use him, make sure you awaken all of his passives, okay, because it increases important stats on him. Okay, so enough about stats. Now let's talk about his abilities awakening. So let's talk about the abilities rotation first. On the first turn, you want to choose which element you want to deal, fire or dark. Yes, he can imbue himself with two elements. Okay, that's really good flexibility. It is better than Cartin because Cartin only able to focus on fire, so that's one plus for Lucius. And his Midnight Corruption, this is another latent ability, so make sure you awaken this Midnight Corruption because without this, he doesn't have 100% imperil. Okay, so awaken your Midnight Corruption, and after that, use Piercing Barrage. So Piercing Barrage is Defy Ruination move. I think he is the character that makes Defy Ruination great again on this meta. Okay, and on the second turn, simply, Piercing Barrage 3 times. Yes, 3 times. He has permanent access to triple cast. That's very amazing. Okay, and the good thing about him is, you don't need to do set up abilities to increase the damage modifier. Okay, simply impale the enemy, and then unleash your powerful move. So he is old school character. I like that. And on the third turn, you finally unlock his most powerful attack, Immortal Demon. So Immortal Demon, if you use it once, it will be cast twice because he is a dual wielder. But if you choose to use triple cast with it, you can do that, but that means Immortal Demon only happen once if you use it with triple cast. Why you want to do that? Because Immortal Demon is the Defy Ruination move. It is only 7 hits per skill, so that means for true dual wield character, that's not a good thing because we need 10 chains to reach plus 300%, the maximum chain damage modifier for non-true dual wield character. But for true dual wield character, they need at least 20 element chains to get plus 6 times on their chainings. That way, I think it's better to use Immortal Demon with Piercing Barrage. But make sure you use Piercing Barrage first and then put Immortal Demon on your third action. That way, your Immortal Demon damage gonna be multiplied by +6 times. Okay? Very good characters, okay? So enough about abilities rotation. Now let's take a look on Awakening priority. So the first ability you need to have is Midnight Corruption. Actually, it is not ability awakening, but it is latent ability. So yes, just awaken that Midnight Corruption. Use your gold, silver key or whatever, okay? Awaken it. This is really good because it is the only 100% imperil he has. Okay, so it is also always on demand. Okay, it imperil 5 turns and the cooldown is 5 turns. So unless you dispel the enemy, the imperil is castable every time. Okay, and it also deal damage. So it is very nice ability. No reason not to get this. Make sure you get this if you plan to use Lucius. And for ability awakening, the first is of course Immortal Demon. It is his strongest move after all. Okay, 40 times Divine Ruination move. That's so OP. Okay, it is on par with Kartin Lunar Basher, but Lunar Basher is finishing skill and Kartin is chainer, so the skills are contradict the role. But for this Immortal Demon, whoa, very decent. Okay, and for the second priority, it is Piercing Barrage, because Piercing Barrage is one of the skill that you will use often, okay, most frequently from Lucius. And Piercing Barrage deals 6.5 times. You also get 1 times damage modifier from his passive. That means 15 times per cast because it ignores 50% defense. So yes, it is really powerful. Okay, and the third, Aggressive Presence. It is powerful attack move. Again, it is Divine Ruination move. But yes, the best thing about this cooldown is it grants you 300% attack boost, and that's very wow. Okay, but maybe it is not your first priority because you already able to get 250% attack boost from your upgraded limit burst. And the fourth, Down or Dash Barrage. This is for imbuing elemental to your attack. Why this is not your priority? Because Lucius is dual wield character, so you can equip fire or dark element on his secondary weapon. So that's why I don't think it is your top priority. Okay, but if you prefer to have 2 non-elemental weapon, then yes, awaken this. I think you don't need to awaken Crushing and Cleaving Barrage first. I'm not sure. Okay, the Crushing Barrage is Bolting Strike move. Yes, maybe it is good if you want to pair him with Bolting Strike, but again, if you pair him with Bolting Strike character, that means you don't use him to maximum potential, because he is actually true, Divine Ruination chainer. So if you pair him with a character that only able to use Bolting Strike, then what's the purpose of you using Lucius? Okay, so this one is simply not important. And next, Cleaving Barrage. If you already awaken his, if you already awaken his latent ability, okay, the Midnight Corruption, then you definitely don't need this because it is only 65% imperil. Okay, so meh in my opinion. Okay, because you already have 100% imperil. Why do you need this? Okay, remember I said it is not your priority. If you say maybe, but if I dispel Midnight Corruption, you can get another imperil from this Cleaving Barrage. Yes, I know. I talk about priority if you are short on crest. If you have spare crest, go ahead, awaken them all. Okay, so I think that's enough about abilities. Now let's talk about equipment. For equipment, it is pretty simple, okay? It is about the same like how you gear Cartin, because both of them are kind of same, okay? Because both of their main weapons are fists. So equip Tiger Fang, you can get it from trials. Wild Fang Heirloom, it is Cartin STMR, okay? But they are not a good partner, okay? Because Cartin is Aurel Ray and Vaulting Strike Chainer, but Lucius is not that. I know that Lucius is able to chain with Vaulting Strike and Aurel Ray, but again, no, don't do that. Okay, and maybe the only thing that turns me off, actually that not turns me off, okay, but he kind of lacks is he only get 100% through dual wield. That means you need to armor sandals, but again, you don't need armor sandals if you have dual form CG Lightning Trust Mastery Word. In that case, you can equip Champion's Belt, okay? That way you will get huge boost on your defense too, and I think that's a better setup than equipping 2 armor sandals, okay? And I think that's all about equipment. My conclusion for Lucius, he is really great character. If you take a look on Furcula FFBE Excel, then yeah, he is right now is the 3rd best character to deal average damage. I mean, yeah, the best average damage on this game, the 3rd best, okay? And that's really nice achievement, especially for old characters, because really guys, there are not many characters that get this kind of treatment. But yes, it is the Divine Ruination. That means he doesn't have lots of chaining partner. Maybe if you have Godria, then Godria is quite good because he is also very strong on Divine Ruination. And if you have Hyo, I think Hyo also a good partner for him, because later soon, I believe, yes, on this month, they will awaken Hyo abilities. So I believe this two gonna be a good partner, okay? And the best part about Lucius is, I have said this, he doesn't have complicated setup. So he is like old school character where you only need to deal damage, not to use, oh, I will use this weaker skill to increase my stronger skill damage. That's kind of annoying, guys, especially if you die. For Lucius, you simply need to imbue yourself if you need it, if you don't have elemental weapon equipped, and then Imperil, and then yeah, Piercing Barrage, and then use your Immortal Demon when it is available. So no complicated setup like Barge. Cartin is actually not that complicated, but compared to Lucius, I can say Cartin is still a little bit complicated, because Cartin needs to boost his I forgot the Bestial Barrage damage for a few turns, okay? That's kind of annoying and turns me off, okay? Not bad, but you need to remember, oh yeah, this damage modifier needs to be boosted. I need to do this. On tough battle, really guys, I sometimes forget that kind of shit. Okay, so that way Lucius is really good, but again, old characters is old characters. The burst damage, his burst damage is lower compared to Barge and Cartin. Maybe you say, I don't care about burst damage. Remember that sometimes burst damage is really important. I have repeated this multiple times. Sometimes you want to burst the boss health from 40 to 0, and on that time burst damage is super important, okay? And Lucius, yes, he able to do that nicely too, but Bards and Cartin are still better than Lucius, okay, in terms of that. His Trust Master reward is good, but I think it has too many restrictions. You need to equip cloth, you need to equip fish. I don't say the effects are bad. The effects are good. 60% attack, very good, but the requirement turns me off. Okay. For STMR, it is also nice. Okay, 52 attack, but again, it is niche you need to have fish users unless you plan to use Cartin or him for a long time. I don't think other characters need this, okay? So I think that's all you need to know about Lucius. If you have him 7-star version from last year, then I must say congratulations. Okay, you just get super powerful character. But again, I really don't recommend you to pull for him, okay? The chance is low. And remember, next week we gonna get Demon, not Demon, okay, Honor King Rain. So really guys, don't pull for him. But if you have him, awaken him and enjoy him because he is really good. Okay, save your lapis for better characters. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.